am back. Alrighty, so guys, we're gonna start with the first show. And I wanted to start with this one first because it just came out. So this is season 1. And so far with season 1, I've been writing my notes because I'm like, baby, sometimes, like I told you guys, I'll be forgetting sometimes. So I had to write down some notes so far just so I can go ahead and get everything Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Sorry, I guess it's the way I pronounce my A's different. But Martha's Vineyard. Or I give like an extra R or something like that. But anyways, okay. So I was gonna start rambling if I didn't cut myself. So yes, oh my God. So we start off with this show called Martha's Vineyard. This is season 1, episode 1, and it's good. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I shouldn't like drama, but when it doesn't have to do with me, I love me some drama. Okay, so Martha's Vineyard. I'm gonna name everyone, and I'm gonna also let you guys know the name titles. Just their titles itself for what they do for their career. And we first start off with Jordan and Silas. Now Jordan, she's a model and she's done Playboy. She's been a Playboy bunny, and I'm so sorry, not Jordan. What's her name? Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine. So sorry. I'm looking at the notes. So weird. Jasmine. We start with Jasmine and Silas. Now, they got married, I'm guessing, this year itself, when the show aired. That year itself, they got married. And she's a screenwriter. And she's married to Silas. They got married June 2022. So last year for us, they got married. And Silas, he's an alpha, and he's also a finance analyst. He had another part to his career title as well, but I just took the first itself just so we can get to the point with it. And he's a finance analyst. Now Jordan and Silas, they met in that 2022, if I'm not mistaken. They met in that 2022. So a couple months afterwards, they got married. I think maybe like 6 months afterwards, they got married. And I'm just here like, God, I'm having my patience. I am a single woman, and I am happy to be single because I don't have to worry about having to worry about anyone but my mother and my sisters. And it's a lot less stressful. Yeah. So kudos to them though. So far, everyone that's came on the show for the first episode are really cool. And I love that. Like, I'm like, okay, good vibes. Now, the next person that we met was Preston, and he's an attorney. Now, he's also an alpha. Simon and Preston, when they first met, I guess they kind of didn't get the same vibes with each other. Like, the energies weren't right with each other. But later down the line, they ended up liking each other a lot, and now they're friends. So, yeah, so we met Jasmine, Silas, Preston, and then the next person that came was Bria. I like Bria too. I like everyone's vibe. I like Bria as well. Now, Bria, she and Jasmine are not really too familiar with each other. Of course, they both work in the Playboy bunny era, for their era itself. But from what Jasmine said, they're not as close as her, Jordan, that I will be speaking of next, and Shanice. They're not as close as she's not as close as she's close to Jordan and Shanice. But she is familiar with Bria, so she knows Bria. Now, when she walked in, she came in with a cute dog. She came in with a really cute dog. Now, I can already tell, like, in not Jordan. I keep missing their names. I keep mixing their names up. Not Jordan, Jasmine. Now, when Jasmine seen Bria come in with Milo, which is Bria's puppy, It's a cute, really cute dog. His name is Milo. And when she came in with the dog, Bria came in with good vibes as well. Everyone still has good vibes. Until later down. I'll get into that though. But Bria, she came in with Milo, and Preston was like, "Oh my gosh, my puppy! I miss my puppy." And Jasmine was like, "Oh, okay. We got a friend, a four-legged friend." Not her exact words, but I'll be abbreviating a lot. But she was like, "Okay." Bria came in with a four-legged friend, not two-legged friend. And you can already tell, like, she wasn't with Milo being there, but Milo was enjoying himself. Milo was like, yeah, I'm here. Whoop, whoop, I'm here. Okay, but yes. Milo was like, yeah, I'm here. And, everyone said had good vibes, but you can already tell, like, Jasmine was a little off with Bria bringing her dog, because from what she's saying on the show, Jasmine didn't know that Bria was bringing the dog, so it was a little shocking for her. So yeah, you can already tell, like, she was already a little upset, but she still wanted to come off with good vibes. So she was just like, "Hey, okay." And Milo for Bria is her emotional support dogs. Now, a lot of people, they do have pets where it is humans for them. I don't have a pet yet, but I love puppies. I love dogs. And a lot of people that I meet with puppies, they usually do tell me that the puppy does help them a lot when it comes to, like, emotionally and just keeping them with good energy. And it feels like someone's there for them because the puppy's always giving them love, like an emotional support dog is supposed to do. So yes, so Bria came in with the puppy. Now the next person that came in, so the next person that came in, I think it was Nick and Amir? No, not Amir. Nick and, what's his name again? I know I wrote his name down. Where is his name? Oh, okay. Nick and Alex. So Nick, he's a sports brand manager. And Alex, he's an advertising creative director. Now, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when I write my notes, I'm just like, okay, what did I write down? But Nick and Alex are Kappas. And and Preston and, sorry, I'm still getting the names down right. Preston and Silas. Preston and Silas are alphas. So, Preston, he's like, okay, like, you can tell when they're part of I'm not really familiar with it, but when they're part of a fraternity, just the way they dress and everything, and I guess you can tell the difference with their styles too. Now, Nick, he's very, like, I guess I would say fashion oriented, and he's very, okay, well, yeah, like he said, his wardrobe is expensive. So, Silas was like, well, not Kappas, Alphas, I guess, was founded first with fraternities. When it came to fraternities, Alphas was founded first. So he expects Alex and Nick to always give him a Father's Day card when it comes down to Father's Day. So, Father's Day is coming around the corner, June. So Nick and Alex, get your cards ready. Get your flowers ready. Get your dad cups ready to give to Silas and Preston. So yes. Also, Jordan came as well. Now, Jordan is from, if I'm not mistaken, is Jasmine's best friend. And when she comes in the house, I think she jumped on, Jasmine had jumped on Jordan. She was like, okay. Yeah, so she's really close with Jordan, and Jordan's also a Playboy bunny, was also a Playboy's bunny. So Jordan, Bria, Jasmine, and Shanice, she's coming, not this episode, but she'll be here in the next episode. And they all work together. And from what Jasmine said, she's really close to Jordan, and she's like a sister cousin to her. And Jordan also calls Shanice her sister cousin as well. So they're all three of them are close, and I think Bria, they're close. I think Shanice is probably more close to Bria, just because she probably hangs out with Bria more. So they all have their little cliques, but they all know each other, which is a good thing. So, Jordan comes in, and might I not say, but I'm going to say. Okay. Silas is out the question. Silas is married. But the bachelors. Preston's out the question too. Well, I don't know. I think, Preston later down does say that he is a part of the LGBTQ plus community. And Amir comes after Jordan. So Amir, Nick is Okay, let me tell you which ones, for me, I think is very handsome. Because I ain't gonna lie, Nick is handsome too, but just not my type. I don't really have a type, but if you're considering like what I like. So Amir, Alex, let's go back. Okay, so after the guys come, then Amir comes. Or did I speak about Amir already? No, so Amir comes. Amir already messing up. Amir already thinks Austin, well, he fixed it after. But Amir thought at first Austin was a state, and I'm just like, okay, all right, we'll go with it. So Amir, he's a real estate agent. And Amir and Jordan, I don't know if Jordan really finds Amir attractive, not just physical attraction. For me, it's more than physical attraction too. And I love Jordan so far. I love everyone so far. I love everyone from what I do see. And Amir already feeling Jordan. And I'm like, oh, okay. Get it? Okay. Get it, Jordan. Get it, Jordan. All the women are beautiful. All the men are very handsome. It's a good set group. And Amir is already claiming his territory, but Jordan already know, like, I am not no property. You cannot claim me unless you put in a ring on the finger. So Amir, they're playing pool and everything. Alex, Nick, and Amir. And, the guys are just chatting it up, and they're asking like, okay, who do you guys find attractive in the house so far? And Jordan is the ring of the topic for Amir. So Jordan already has a stamp for Amir himself. And Nick, I think he also has an attraction. Alrighty, I am back. Okay, so Amir already claiming territory on Jordan. So, they're talking. Now, the house is beautiful. The house is really, really nice. And it's a summer house for them. So now the house itself, it does have a gym, a sauna. It has a pool table. It also has like a fire pit outside. And it has a lot of land. Like, the house is amazing. The house is beautiful. It has everything it needs, like a summer house, like maybe like a summer house like that. It's a nice house. It really is a nice house. Now, Mariah is the last person so far that comes in to the house. And she's a screen director, and she also is a nurse. Now, Mariah and Jasmine, they know each other, and Jasmine does say that Mariah is her best friend later down the line as well. And I like Mariah's vibes too. Now, Mariah says that she only knows of Simon, Preston, Silas, and Jasmine. Mariah also does have a son, and the son is so beautiful. The son is so beautiful. And Mariah and Jasmine, they know each other because this was actually a funny story. So Mariah is familiar with Jasmine because I guess one year, freshman year, Jasmine came up to her and high-fived her. I guess Mariah probably already had her hand up, and Jasmine high-fived her. So from there, she was like, oh, well, did she want me to be hugged? But Mariah, she was just like, all right, she's a cool chick. Okay, I can hang with her. And then from there, they've known each other. And now, what are some other key points from this episode? Later down the line, now let's get to the point when it comes to Milo. I love puppies. Now, would I get a puppy that sheds a lot? No. I would get a puppy that sheds less or doesn't shed at all. Now Milo sheds, and that's okay. But for Jasmine, she had an issue with it. Now Jasmine and Mariah came to a point where they were gonna sit down and write some more plays, write some things out for the screenplays that they usually do. And they do go ahead and speak on, let me cut before I go to Milo. They do go ahead and speak on living out their car for a while. And I never had that experience, but I commend them for even speaking on it. So they spoke about living out their car, and they ended up writing a screenplay about two girls going after their dreams and living out of their car until they make it into their stardom. And that's very inspiring, and I know that can be inspiring for a lot of people. And I'm not gonna lie, so far with this show, I love it a lot, hands down. I was driving on my way to work, and I was just like, yeah, I like this show. I watched the whole thing, didn't skip any parts. Like, that's how good the show was. That's how good the show is so far. Now, when it comes to them going to go ahead and sit down, and they went to go ahead and sit down, and they're gonna go ahead and start beginning to write some more things, some more ideas down. There's a white couch outside of the patio area. Now, when they were gonna go sit on the white couch, there was dog hair everywhere. Now, Milo been swimming in the pool. Milo been living his best life. Milo been living his best life for real. Like, Milo been swimming in the pool. Milo been jumping around. Milo been under the tables. Milo get all the tea. One thing about it, Milo gets all the tea. Now, they seen the hair, and Mariah's already upset, but she wasn't mad. She was upset about it because she's like, okay, we got to speak to her. And Jasmine, she's like, okay, I'm going to speak to her. And they call over Bria. Now, they're telling Bria, okay, well, hey, like, I didn't even know you were bringing the dog. I'm just going to abbreviate it. This is how I seen it. She was like, first, I didn't know you was going to bring the dog. That's first off. And then second off, Buddy he's leaving hair everywhere. Like, you need to clean it up. And Bria gets really upset. Now, I understand both parts. For Jasmine's part, yes, you didn't know she was bringing the dog. And you didn't know Bria was bringing the dog. And he's leaving a mess everywhere. But on Bria's part, it's like, okay, if you weren't accepting of me bringing the dog, but Jasmine didn't even know about the dog, so maybe, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. Maybe Jasmine was like, you could bring a +1, maybe, I don't know, or who are the list of the people that's coming, because Jasmine seems like a type that's very organized and likes to write everything down. When she was talking about ETA and everything, I'm like, okay, yeah, she's very organized, and I'm the same way too. Even though my scraps, it might be scribble scrabble, but time to time I understand my scribble scrabble. So yes, she's speaking to her about that. Bria gets mad, and I understand, because for Bria it's like, okay, why didn't you tell me that already? Like, you weren't happy with me bringing my puppy, or when I came in with the puppy, why didn't you tell me that? But for Jasmine's probably like, okay, we first already got into the house. Yes, I'm upset about the puppy coming because I didn't know about it. But at the same time, I want to keep it as good vibes. So she probably was later down the line was going to bring her to speak to her about it. Now, we're going to speak about that a little later too. Okay, one part I did forget about. Jordan. Okay, so Jordan, I guess Amir and Alex were playing football outside, just catching the ball outside. And Jordan comes out, or Jordan was already there. And they're asking Jordan a couple questions. Now, Jordan mentions that she's celibate. And I love that because I am celibate as well. And Jordan mentioned that she was celibate. Now, Amir, first, Alex was like, okay, that's cool, that's dope. Amir, he was like, he was like, celibate. He didn't say that, but he was like, I don't know about that, basically. He was like, I don't know about that. So, okay, let's get back to Milo now. So, Preston and Jasmine, they sit down, you know, and I think it was Amir. He put like leg compressions on Bria. Now Bria was on the couch, but I guess they didn't see her. Now, Preston wrong for that though. Preston is wrong for that, because when Jasmine and Preston went to go sit on the bench that was diagonal from the chair, from the sofa that Bria was laying on while she was getting her legs compressed, Jasmine and Preston, they're kind of talking about the situation a little bit. Not really. It wasn't anything where, yeah, it kind of was. Okay, so they're talking about it, and Jasmine like, yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down with Bria, because she basically didn't like the situation of her like getting upset and acting out of character. And Bria, now Preston Preston is kind of me, because if I see like a person's there, I might like, without me even knowing, I'll be like, I'll look a little bit and then I'll just continue like the conversation. Even like if a person's passing, I always look, because I'm always like watching my surroundings. So when Preston, he was watching his surroundings. Now Preston seen Bria on the couch. I think Preston was trying to like give Jasmine the signal, like, she right there, like she right there. But Jasmine was continuing. And then I guess when Bria was like, her eyes was like looking like, girl, you talking about me? She was like, I'm right here. And Jasmine was like, oh, when were you right there? I didn't even know you were right there. What are you doing? She changed the whole subject. Now, I get it, because it's like, okay, you don't want to, I'm trying to play like advocate for both. You don't want to like already be like, yeah, girl, I ain't like your attitude, because it comes off rude. So, you know, Jasmine was like, girl, I didn't even know you were, oh my gosh, when did you get there? Oh my, what are you doing? Jasmine switched the whole conversation. She's like, all right now we ain't gonna do that. And then Bria was like, yeah, I've been here the whole time. But she didn't do it like that. But, you know, she was just like, yeah, I was here the whole time. Like, I was just doing my leg compressions. Who did it for me? Put the leg compressors on me. And that's when they had the conversation. And, you know, it seemed like they diluted it a little bit. Now, Bria, she said she not with the BS. She said, I mean, that's not really like solving a situation. But Jasmine was just like, when everybody came in the room, Jasmine was just like, yeah, me and Bria just like basically resolved our issues that we just had, you know, about woody woo. And Bria in the confessional was like, girl, we still got stuff to talk about. But okay, I'm gonna let you slide right now. But so far that is the people that did come to the house. Now I think there's 2 more people that still has to come to the house. Everyone has good vibes still for me. I feel like everyone just haven't learned everyone's personality, because not everybody in the house knows each other. They know like bits of other people, like if they're not aware, if they never hung out with the person, but they don't fully know each other unless like they're friends out of like the Vineyard house and everything. So I think think everyone's just like getting to know everyone right now. It's just like a getting to know video. Like everyone's getting to know each other, you know, checking out the place, you know, seeing each other's vibes. They've been taking a lot of shots now already. They've been taking shots after shots after shots. But the girls, all the girls are really cool. All the guys are really cool. I just feel like they so far have drama that's in and out. And also when they went to the dinner, they started having conversations, and Silas, I can already tell when Jordan even walked in, he was just like, hey, like, okay, now the party's about to start, because Jordan and I'm guessing Jasmine usually go out when he's out of town and he has to go back to the army, like when he's not working in his finance analysis career. And he doesn't really like that because, you know, Jasmine, she's a married woman now, and he wants her to cater to her even when he's not there. I mean, they both just have to understand each other because you guys signed up for this marriage, so you guys have to accommodate for each other, you know, for each other's needs. And then also just respect for each other. So, you know, I can already tell Silas is not really fond of Jordan, but when they went to the dining table, they started a conversation with Bria and Jasmine again a little bit, but also it did kind of seem fake though, I ain't gonna lie. So Jasmine was like, okay, so let's do a little something, like basically let's get to know each other, da da da. And Jordan was like, it doesn't seem like authentic doing that. Ooh, that's my stomach, I'm ready to eat. It doesn't really seem authentic doing that, so let's not do that, because I mean, like, we could just have conversations and get to know each other, which I completely understand, because it does feel weird when it's like, oh my gosh, guys, okay, so let's talk about this, and then we're talking about it, unless like it's already like known to do that in your group of friends, then that's comfortable. But when it's like a new group of friends that not everybody knows of each other, then it's like, okay, well, hey, my name is Stephanie, okay, next. You know, it's just like, okay. But yeah, so then Silas get into the issue with Jasmine staying out late with Jordan. So Jordan, I guess, will come to the house when Silas is gone. Silas is off to doing his duties, and Jordan would come over. For me, I think Jordan, she does that just to keep Jasmine like feeling safe, like having like a safe haven when Silas is gone, you know, enjoying girl time, because Jordan is single. Silas doesn't really like them going out together, Jordan and Jasmine, and he's kind of iffy about it because they live in New York, and for him, he feels like New York is very dangerous to go out super late at night, especially at 3 a.m. at night. It's a little different for every person. But he doesn't like that, and they get into that. And Alex, what did Alex say again? Alex was like something about like, oh, he can see Jordan being a troublemaker, and Jordan was like, boy, like that's the face she gave. She was like, boy, what? Like what? Jordan wasn't feeling the conversation, because for her it's like, as a woman, it shouldn't be a double standard where a man could go out late at night, even married or not, with his homeboys, with his friend, or even like his guy friend. But a woman, we have to be careful. We have to do this. We have to do that. And for Jordan, she's like, she always has protection on her. If you're in a relationship with the person, they feel like they have to keep you safe. But as a man, it is their duty to keep us safe, because they feel like, well, not feel like, it is like that, where a man feels like, okay, as a woman, they're stronger than us. I want to word it right. They're stronger than us, so they want to keep us safe even when they're not there. And I can understand Silas when he's speaking of that. But I understand Jordan as well, because it's like, okay, regardless, I'm safe. Don't think that I'm not safe because I'm going out late at night and I'm going out with just one of my girlfriends, you know? Like, I'm safe regardless. You don't have to really worry, but also worry about me. And I feel like, well, that's where she was going when she was speaking of that. Now, other things happen. I'm gonna save it to the other video because I feel like this video is already too long. Maybe not, but I feel like it is a little too long. But you know, if you guys like it, I'll continue it like this. I want to just give every detail itself for everything that happened. It's just the most important things, like other things that happened. Jasmine did introduce, well, Jasmine, before the guys came, Jasmine was speaking to Bria about the other guys that were coming. And Jasmine did say something. What Jasmine said again? Jasmine was like, oh, okay, I remember. Jasmine was like, well, after a couple months, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, Simon who in 6 months. Yes, okay, now I recognize the note that I wrote. Okay, so yeah, Jasmine was like, okay, well, after 6 months, we'll probably be like Simon who. And I feel like that's kind of disrespectful, just because it's like, okay, like if I'm in a relationship and I'm telling you it's a serious relationship, which Bria did tell her that it is a serious relationship, after Jasmine was speaking to her about like the guys that's coming in, the handsome guys that's coming in, and Bria did just state that ahead of time. There should have just been a complete respect there afterwards. Bria feel like it wasn't, but we're gonna get into that later. Child, the book is closed. It was nice speaking to you guys, and we'll catch up soon.